talk show. Hello, hello, hello. It's the Chatty Patty Paula talk show.
We will talk about the things that mean so much to you, like going to a restaurant or hanging at the zoo. Clothes and sports and funny news, crafts and travel too. Nothing ever scripted, so expect the unexpected.
Hello, hello, hello. It's the Chatty Patty Paula talk show. It's the Chatty Patty Paula talk show. It's the Chatty Patty Paula talk show.
Hi, welcome to our show. It's episode 75 on Monday, December 17th. I'm Chatty Patty.
Paula Walla.
And our special guest today.
Tommy Wammy.
From
Jimmy Limmy.
Jimmy Wimmy.
Under the Radar, Michigan, Tom Daldin and Jim Edelman. Welcome to our show today, guys.
Thank you.
Look, I already messed up already. So.
Live TV, baby.
We are thrilled to be here. And full disclosure, people should know that we're all really good friends.
Yes.
We go way back.
Well, you and I.
Oh, no. I mean, all four.
of us.
Actually, and here's a little known secret that people may not know, but Patty Waddy has actually shot camera on our show.
Oh, for Under the Radar, Michigan. Yeah.
So you have seen her camera work on PBS.
Episode 504.
You know the number?
It's a Christmas show.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a Christmas show. So Patty has actually filmed, actually operated camera on our show. Did a wonderful job, by the way.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure, although I will say that whoever didn't come in that day, I know why I was there. No one wanted to shoot that day because it was so cold. It was a winter episode.
Yes.
It was blazingly cold in Ida, Michigan.
It was the Ida Christmas Parade of Lights, and it was, you're right, it was, dare I say, freaking freezing.
Oh, my gosh.
You cannot swear.
That's why we go inside here.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So tell us how you guys met.
Oh, gosh. Well, it was a dating site, and
No, the circus. Wait, we're going dating site or circus?
Oh, the circus. That's right. I'm sorry. No, Jim and I. Yeah, we were both clowns in the circus, but we grew too big to get in the clown car. So no, actually, Jim and I worked. We met each other.
Why can't I get this straight?
We met. Why aren't you looking at me? Why are you looking over there? No, there you go.
Figuring out this.
Okay.
This system.
Sorry.
Jim and I actually worked at Riff at WRIF Rock Radio in the '80s, and we met. Yeah.
All at the same time, we met your future husband.
You don't remember me, though. I was there.
I don't remember you being
I know.
there.
That's okay.
I don't know why.
I do.
What were your roles? What were your roles?
I was promotion marketing director at WRIF back in the old days when you had, Ken Calvert, Arthur Benhallow, which became and
who needs
the morning crew. I was the drummer in the Dick the Bruiser band. People don't know that. Mark Passman and I did all the music for the Bruiser albums. And then Jim was working in production there and producing.
And, I was the Flamingos coach before I turned it over to Scott.
Right.
And when Scott bought those super tiny shorts for everyone.
And if you're watching, you know who Scott is. Patty's husband. He's also the keyboard player in the band that we were in for years and years.
Free beer.
And Paul has been. We've played many gigs together. Mm-hmm. So as
it's a small world.
It is.
Yes.
I'd hate to paint it. To quote Stephen Wright.
How did you transition into television then?
We saw an ad in the what?
Yeah.
No.
I was able to draw a turtle very well, and that's how I got the job.
No, actually, I was producing. Actually, after I got out of radio, I was producing car commercials for the big three auto companies. I fly around the country shooting for Ford and GM. These big fancy commercials. And when the car companies crashed, when the economy crashed in 2009, I lost like 90% of my income. And I was playing in a band with Jim at the time, Free Beer. And Jim, you lost your income.
I lost 100% of my income. I was 10% better than you.
Yeah, he wins.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. So radio told me I should take all my stuff home. I had a lot of stuff in my office, too.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff
2 days
everywhere.
Of travel. I do collect stuff.
Wow.
Let's skip straight to Michigan and Paula's favorite topic.
Yeah.
Paula's favorite state. Let's
Michigan.
talk about UTR and all the cool places you've been to.
We've been everywhere, man.
We'd show that, but we came up with this harebrained idea because back when we lost our incomes, a lot of people back in 2019 had to reinvent themselves, as did we, just like a lot of other people. So we reinvented ourselves, came up with this show. And we keep trying to mess it up, but it worked.
So far, it has. I mean, it still might fail.
Yeah, that's true. But we've been on. We're in the middle of our 9th season.
Wow!
And the show continues to grow and spread like a bad cold. And people just, I think people connect with the program because we don't take ourselves too seriously. We just have fun. It's genuine discovery. I don't look smart enough to lie.
We talk slow.
Where was your first show?
Oh, the very first show was actually, that's a good question. We did, I believe, Royal Oak. Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to go far.
Didn't
That's
have to
good.
go far.
Yeah.
Detroit and Kalamazoo.
And Kalamazoo.
So all those places in Royal Oak, are they still open?
One is.
One is. Yeah.
Gusling Alley.
No, it was the 2nd Street sub.
Oh.
Scott,
my
was his
God,
name? Was
of
it
all-
Scott?
I forget. Yeah, I
Out
think
of
it's
all those places, can you believe that's a place that, I mean, they have great subs.
They do.
It's a tiny little
Yeah,
sub
and
joint.
the owner, I think,
Watching.
Tiny little sub joint.
yeah, the owner is a character, a
He's
real
in the
character.
parking lot right now.
Well, I ordered subs. I thought you guys were hungry.
Yeah, that was. I mean, and what's so funny is you think back that far, and it's almost it's starting to get dreamlike in a way. I don't know if it is for you,
More like a nightmare.
but I mean, it is. It's like all these friends that you've made over the years, and you've kind of gone on, but they still stick with you when you can watch a rerun of it.
Yeah, and when we first started doing the show, we actually had to do research, but now we have such I hate to say a fan base. We're like a big family. With so many people are sending us emails and Facebook posts and suggestions that now people are sending us all their favorite finds. So our biggest challenge when we go to a city is to try and narrow it down to 3 things because we have so many things. A friend of mine said when we first started doing the show, "Dude, you're just doing a show about Michigan. What are you going to do after one season?" I'm like,
Oh, hello.
I know.
Smack,
Oh my
smack.
gosh, you could
I
do a
wanna know
show.
who that is.
I'm not going to tell you.
I want to know.
No, because he's not my friend anymore.
Just write it on a piece of paper.
It was his wife.
Would,
No.
you, would you ever do a city twice? Because there's so much there.
yeah.
Like
Oh, we do.
Detroit.
Actually, we do 2 Detroit episodes every season
Oh,
because
good.
there's so much happening.
Yeah.
there.
Grand Rapids.
We go to Grand Rapids a lot, Lansing. We go to a lot of the big city centers because there's so many young people that are reconnecting with downtowns, and so many cool things are happening. Like in Detroit, when we started doing the show 9 years ago, there were maybe a dozen restaurants that we could feature in Detroit. Now,
You can't
well,
even keep
you
up.
can't even.
It's nuts.
I mean, you go to park your car and you bump into one. It's like, yeah,
Plus, you can't get into them.
because they're so popular.
gosh.
I know.
Yeah, and so many young people. My daughter lives, Andrea lives downtown. She lives in West Village in Detroit. She works for a company called Detroit Food Academy, and she's helping kids in high schools learn how to source better food and eat better. And so, so many young people are making Detroit change so quickly that it's
They're making
exciting.
Detroit great again.
Yeah.
It's a real city. It's a real city.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
What about some other secret gems that you've discovered that you're excited to tell people about, and they're like, no way.
CMN TV.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's where we're at. CNN
Oh,
TV.
yeah. We're going to go to Norm's after this, right?
You can't
Austin
not go to
Steakhouse.
Norm's. It's right there. I mean,
No, we've done everything from restaurants that people little known restaurants to my favorite beach. It's a hidden beach it's a secret beach nobody knows
he
about.
wouldn't let us go. He had to take the cameras
you
by
take
himself.
Yeah, except
Did
that
you-
on the show I accidentally gave away where it was. So
Where
anyway,
is that?
It's just north of Empire, Michigan,
Is it
on
is
Lake
it
Michigan. It's called.
Benzonia or Beulah?
It's near there. It's
there.
north of it. It's called North Bar Lake Beach, and it used to be only the locals knew about it, and then I sort of blabbed about it on the show. Now everybody knows about it, but it's the most beautiful little beach. You think you're in,
Hawaii.
yeah, it's just incredible.
Or Michigan.
Absolutely.
People in Hawaii says, you'd think you'd be in Michigan.
Fresh water.
Right,
Yes,
try to make
freshwater.
Hawaii with your hand.
Well, you need several hands.
Right,
Just
yeah.
chop your fingers
Tips your
off.
fingers.
Yep.
Now, what about like tiny towns? Have you ever been to a town where it's like, all right, we got to find something here?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we went up to a town called Norvin Lee. Yeah, Norvin Lee up in the
Norvin.
UP, and it's so little. They've just got one stop. Actually, I think it's just a yellow light in the
It's a
middle of
blinking
town.
light.
It's a blinking light in the middle of town. Little town. You go up, cross the Mackinac Bridge, turn left, and drive about an hour. It's Norvin Way, and they've got a snowmobile.
Norvin,
Yeah,
yeah.
Norvin
Yeah.
Way. Yeah, they've got a snowmobile museum up there. It's called the Top of the Lake Snowmobile Museum. I don't even snowmobile, and it's amazing what they have there. And the snowmobiles back in the 40s and 50s that are like little cartoon characters.
They were
Dangerous.
happy faces.
Yeah, they have
They're
they
dangerous,
have
but their
personalities.
faces
It's
were
like not
smiling.
like the ones
They
today.
smiled you right into death.
Have you ever have you ever been to Gay, Michigan?
No.
No. But we've been invited. There's
Is that
there's
the
the
gay
gay
bar?
bar.
There's a gay bar and a gay
Yeah.
fire department, and that's it. There's
Right.
no, because my friend has a cottage there,
Right.
and there is no store to get milk or gas station. It's a gay bar and a
There's
gay
a party
fire.
store.
No, you go to the gay bar and
Right.
Right.
The
Well-
original owner's name was Gay, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Or
His
the
name was
was the city?
Yeah, the city.
Oh, okay.
And the thing about it is, the
Road
only
trip.
reason to go there is to get the T-shirt,
yes,
the gay bar T-shirt.
yes, we all have
It's
them
not
at
a
our
gay
house.
bar. There's the rub. Is it's not a gay bar.
Right.
Just a gay bar.
Rub.
Did not mean to take it in. See, you always take it that way.
I said nothing.
Why did you say that?
I didn't say anything.
You watch back on the tape. You will see your mouth move.
This is live. There's no tape.
All right, so Paula, come on.
How about Christmas, Michigan? Have you been there?
Driven through it.
Driven through 'em. We just released our second brand new Christmas special that just came out. That has some. There's a singing Christmas tree in Muskegon. Seriously,
So cool.
it's in
Goosebumpy.
it's in the Froenthal Theater, which is a classic historical theater in
So
downtown
it's fake.
Muskegon. Well, it's not fake. It's made up of 240 high school choir singers that are
saw that.
yes in this
On
giant
our show.
superstructure that they. You watch our show?
I do. Occasionally I do. I love
Can you
that
get my
show.
family to watch it? No. So yeah, things like that I had never even heard of before, and it's 240 high school kids in this giant superstructure inside a 76-foot tall Christmas tree that sings. And when when the light hits that tree and they start to sing, I mean, it's like
Tears.
I know. I'm just like, why am I crying?
I can't even keep a straight face thinking about it because I did see that episode and I'm like, is that for real?
Yeah.
Because it looked tiny, but it's not. It's really
Right.
big.
It's because you got to get a
Does
bigger
it go
TV.
like this, like something
does not
from
move.
Big
No,
Lots?
there's
Well,
200 kids in there.
It moves when you climb up it, and to get to the very top, it kind
Yeah.
of sways a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah.
Have you ever been? I'm just going to ask you all these cool places. I can't even say it. Kippity
Kitchen Kippy.
Yeah.
If you can say Chatty Patty
Oh,
Paula
well,
Waller,
talk
but
to
you can't say Kitchen to Kippy.
Kitchen to Kippy.
Kitchen to
there
Kippy.
you go.
It's
Have you ever been there?
I've heard of
So
it, but
cool.
I
It's
didn't go.
really cool. It's a spring. It's like 50 feet deep, and it's always
Why do you need us?
40.
You've got it.
and
Okay, go ahead.
the water is so incredibly clear that when you're out over it, it's like you're floating in midair.
Yeah, it's freaky.
And it's filled with these prehistoric, gigantic lake trout, something like 550,000 gallons of
10,000
water.
gallons of water.
Something just like
An
that.
hour.
But isn't it some kind of weird water, like
Well, it's super clean.
sulfuric
Like Nestle.
Oh, no.
Stop
No, no,
it. Yeah,
no.
they're bottling it right off the
Everything
side.
comes back to some sort of conspiracy, doesn't it?
No, it's super clean and clear water. It's just fresh water. And it's at a constant temperature of about 54 degrees, so it never freezes.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, we went there. And
We
Jim
went
actually
swimming.
lowered a camera down to the very bottom, and the fish were coming up to it.
Checking
like,
it out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you get the camera back?
It was the GoPro.
Did you hit
Oh,
record?
no, Eric,
Yeah.
Eric was holding it when we lowered it.
They held me by my ankles. I held my breath and then just kind of went down. And
Oh, yeah. What are some
But our most
bloopers?
popular...
Bloopers.
bloopers?
We actually were pretty organized. We don't have that many bloopers.
I fell off my bike.
Oh, Jim, that's true. We were way up in the UP, and we were mountain biking on these. They're almost like what would you call them?
Boardwalks.
Boardwalks above. Then they switch back and forth, coming
Where's
down the side of
that?
the mountain, up in the UP, way up in Copper Harbor.
I want to go there.
And
You're okay.
and Jim went,
to go to
and,
there.
and I'm saying to these guys, this is kind of wet with morning dew. I'm kind of there like, don't worry, you can do it. It's fine. So we're going down these switchback boardwalk things that are like 10, 12 feet off the forest floor. And all of a sudden I hear behind me, oh, dear Lord. And Jim went off with a full camera pack on his back. His bicycle went off, fell 12 to 15. It could have been
40.
75
It's
feet.
probably 40 feet.
Probably 40 feet. Should have broken something and did not.
No, I got a
Wait.
bruise, though. You want to see
So,
a picture
no,
of my
you wanna
bruise?
see the picture of the
40
bruise?
feet? 40 feet?
Exactly.
Because you have to get the volunteer ambulance department because
Correct,
Oh,
because
right.
everything's volunteer.
But our
except
most
for the
popular
bar
segments,
staff.
our most popular segments by far are our food segments. People are buying both of our books just to drive around the state and find the restaurants that we feature.
All right. Well, how do you buy a book?
Oh, you go to a
It's an
store and you give
exchange.
them money.
Yeah, it's basically a regular exchange
Smart
system.
Alec.
Yeah, or you go to there's barter. I mean, you know,
Right. Give us food.
Yeah, good foot rub, and I'll give you a book. No,
What about e-money or something? What
Yeah,
is
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
We take Bitcoin.
Yeah, 11
Venmo.
billion bitcoins. No, you can go to regular bookstores like Barnes & Noble or independent bookstores or our website at utrmichigan.com. That's utrmichigan.com.
But wait,
Don't
there's
tell us how
more.
much it costs, because then we're not allowed to do that.
We will not do that.
No, it costs money.
Okay. All right, Paula. What?
UTI. I just keep thinking UTI, but no.
No,
when you say it
it's
too
UTR.
fast,
We're,
I'm like,
Give
no,
us some
I'm
Tom's
sorry.
cranberry juice.
UTR, we're the utter show.
I'm sitting here like spacing out. Have there been any places where you're like, you didn't like the food, or do you check them out first and like, we like this. Let's
we do
it.
a lot of research. We talk to a lot of people. People send it. We did go to one restaurant, which shall remain nameless, that had put cheese on their cheese. I mean, it was a lot of. But the story there wasn't about the restaurant. It was about what they meant to the community. It was how they brought a sense of place to the community. So it's where everybody met, and so it wasn't so much about the food as it was about they were this place where people connected and shared and things.
Muskrat.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Muskrat.
You ate muskrat?
Yeah, we did. Season
Did you love
1.
it?
Was it good?
We went to Don Polsky's down in
Wyandotte.
Wyandotte, and this old Jewish club down there where they would
Polish.
Polish, same thing. so,
The letters
that's-
you want to address are care of Tom Daldin.
no, it was that was gefilte fish. That's a different.
We'll edit
episode.
that, don't worry.
Yeah. No, it was, and they served muskrat, and I said to the guys, I said, look,
Tastes like chicken.
well, I said to the guys, look, because they bring it to you, and here's the funny part: is they leave one claw or one paw
One
on
paw.
it, so you know it's not a cat.
Ew.
So
yuck.
I said to the guys, I'm going to take one bite, I'm going to move it around the plate, but I'm not going to eat this thing. There's no way. I'm not going to eat this thing. So I ended up eating the whole darn thing. It was so good.
It was good.
It turns out that kids up at Northern Michigan University trap these in the woods up there.
6, 7 years old. Young kids.
Yeah. No, college kids.
I thought it was young muskrats were 6 or 7. That's
Yeah.
probably old for a muskrat.
And they freeze them and they send them down. And it also turns out that a muskrat is one of the cleanest animals you can eat because they meticulously clean everything that they eat. So it was wonderful.
Wait,
It
I
tastes-
feel like I would know this because of guests we've had on the show. Our rat friend. How often do muskrats clean themselves? Do you have an answer?
Well, no, and I don't know what kind of shampoo they use either, but I just know.
Pantene, because they buy the big ones at Costco.
Yeah.
But I am amazed. It had a very pot roasty like texture. The meat would fall apart like that.
Oh.
It was good.
The lady that cooked them was
Well, she knew how to
11
cook
billion
it.
years old, so she knew what she was doing. And she actually, I think they would boil them, parboil them, and then they would bake them. Deep fry them. So they were cooked twice.
Well, and you could make tacos out of them.
They left the head on,
or
too.
chili. I mean,
Chili, hey.
You grind it up.
Oh, there you go.
Like, I love venison. Do you like venison?
Oh, yeah.
in the right.
Did you take a
Manner.
cruise there? Or did you? Venice? I thought you said, I'm sorry.
I wish. I mean, you guys should go hunting on a show. Have you ever done anything
you
like?
don't want to give me a
No?
gun.
Okay.
We are the ones that we let our sister show Michigan Out of Doors kill them.
They shoot them, we eat them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your sister show?
Well,
You know what?
anyone else on
I love
PBS, we call it our sister show.
I thought your sister had a show.
Yeah.
Where and when?
I'm like, wait a minute,
where and
what?
when can we see your show? How about that?
We were canceled 2 years ago.
No.
We always joke that even if
And
the
what
show's
are-
ever canceled, we'll go around with just these little cardboard boxes with lights on them and get free meals. No, we're on in this market. We're on Thursday evenings at 8:30 and Saturday mornings at 10:30. Wherever you get PBS, it all depends. Like I'm AT&T, so I think it's channel 4,762 or something.
1,056.
1,056.
But the great thing about it is that we're on in prime time.
I
In
know.
all the
Yeah.
I mean, how amazing, how weird is that?
I know.
First off, I mean,
Don't you people have something better to do?
Saturday to 10:30 was great, and then
Yeah.
when they said, "Hey, we got a
I
prime
like
time
that.
slot," we're like, "How much is that going to be?"
We get Mondays at 3:30.
I miss
That's-
you
know what?
in the prime time
We're
spot.
here,
Yeah, thank you.
I'm here.
Thank you.
and we're here all week.
Actually,
We're going live every day.
Okay.
Actually, Community Media Network does a great service for the
Yeah,
community.
CMN TV
Yeah.
in Troy.
CMN
it's
TV
good.
Yeah.
does. And I
We're
love your
happy
show.
here. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You guys get a lot of really cool, important guests, great artists, great musicians.
We do.
I mean, I'm blown away with the people that you guys get. A hat for me?
No, you can pass out gifts
Oh,
now.
we brought you gifts.
All right.
These
Oh,
are
those are
under the radar hats. They're much like the one I'm wearing now, only nobody has sweat in them yet. So here
I
you
see
go.
Michigan.
Thank you. I love
I
it.
see London,
I see Michigan.
and we also got you your very own Tom Daldin mustache.
My God.
Oh, I love it.
Flash the sash.
That
Thank you
is
so much.
perfect.
There you go.
Hello.
Now you can host the show.
So tell us, where are you going next?
Well, we just did our Christmas special, just came out, which is great. We do a lot in Detroit now. We do at least 2 episodes a season in Detroit. So we have a brand new Detroit episode coming out.
January.
In
3rd.
Jan-
Are you going to
in
ice
January
skate on
3rd?
it? You
We're
gonna
not gonna skate. We shot this in the fall.
In the
Yeah,
fall.
you'd be
Yeah.
swimming, and
Exactly.
you'd look like a total dork out there in ice skates.
We'd be installing the boards around the skating rink.
And then on the 10th of January, I believe, we're releasing our first ever, and this is just because we're so smart, museum special. It's some of our favorite museums we've been to.
Wow.
In the Detroit area, or just
All
in
over the
Michigan?
state.
Oh,
The
So
snowmobile
what-
museum that Tom talked about will be in that
Yes,
episode.
the top of the lake snowmobile museum.
Yeah.
is in
what's the
there.
name
What
of
a-
that city again?
Yeah.
Norvin Way, yeah.
I've actually driven by that museum.
Yes.
Yes.
I went up to the UP
Well, you
last
need to
summer.
stop in.
So when we featured it, they were down a little block. They were in a much smaller area. They've moved since this big area, which we have not seen that. We've not gone in the building.
No, I think we have.
It was empty when we went through.
Yeah, they just moved in.
Charlie. What was his wife's name?
Mrs. Charlie.
This is like the UTR quiz. Try to remember someone's name.
After 9 seasons and meeting so many extraordinary people, it becomes, like you said, a big blur.
Fog.
Yeah, like a fog.
Well, you introduced me to Rogers City, and I went out of my way to go there on a vacation, and I loved it, and I look
cute.
forward to going back. But tell everybody some things you discovered in Flint, Michigan, and what the people there were like.
Oh, we love Flint. We've been there 2 or 3 times, and the brand new farmers market there. This downtown has created a great sense of place for that city. It's not just a farmer's market. It's like this all-inclusive event space, meeting space. There's restaurants. There's incubator kitchens there.
Florist.
There's florist.
Meat shop.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a great place. And it's this giant building that I guess was for a printing press.
For the newspaper, right.
For the newspaper there that I guess they moved out of town or whatever and gave it. So it's an incredibly cool space. And if you haven't been there, you should go. It's
the Capitol Theater, which I think has just reopened, multi-million-dollar renovation on this theater. You walk inside, it's like any of the old Grand Palace theaters. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Flint was dealt such a bad hand with that whole water thing. But everything is. If you haven't been to Flint lately, go there. It's the downtown's beautiful. The restaurants are great. The people are awesome. Yeah, and it's like a half hour from my house. So my wife and I, we head up there a lot. So.
Flint is where we leave Tom's car when we go to when we go on the road. Because I come from the Ann Arbor area.
That says a lot.
I just
meet in Flint. We just pick a side road and leave it.
That says a lot. That's a big
deal. So if you want to get a flex with a white top, it's just somewhere parked.
I put the hood up and I put a sign on the note that says "Gone for help," and it works every time. I leave it for a week and nobody touches it.
That's a great idea.
Isn't there a Beatles-themed coffee place in Flint? My friend Maggie always tells me it's.
Well, there's a Beatles museum that's in just outside of Lansing.
Lansing, that will blow your mind if you're a Beatles fan. Diamondale.
Yeah.
Yep. It will.
She's got amazing stuff.
She's got stuff that if Paul McCartney ever went in there, she's got one of a kind things that no one else in the world has, and it's a private. You have to make an appointment to go see it because it's in her home.
Oh yeah,
it is. But
nuts.
it's incredible, and you call her, you make an appointment. What's the name of it? Vicky.
It had 2 names, but now it just has 1 name.
The Victor. Watch our show, and I know this is by. See, this is what happens when you do 9 years.
Tuttle Marsh?
No, but anyway, it's really cool. You'll love it.
So if you ever go to Scottsdale, Paula's friend has a
Wait a minute. I can't.
You got to go to the Scottsdale Beer Museum.
Here's one for you. Have you done the Jackson prison?
It's in Bubba's.
Yes.
Did you go on the extended visit with the lady in her apartment?
Yes.
Did you go in her apartment?
Yes.
She told ghost stories?
Yes, and it was haunted.
Did you believe her?
No.
I did.
Jim did.
I did not.
I ran out crying. I sat in the car.
She just moved back. She had moved away and moved back.
Yeah.
What's her name?
She lived in Florida.
Yes.
And
she lived in Florida and came back. She's fascinating, and that tour is fascinating.
I know.
I'm Facebook friends with her.
If you want to go to prison on purpose, you should take this tour.
Did you know what extended say? Yes, 5 to 7.
You know what I told her she needed on her door? A wreath made of barbed wire.
Oh, that's
she just thought that was the greatest thing. I bet
you should make those and sell those on Etsy.
Ow! It's like,
I think you wear gloves.
It's like blowing up balloons in a cactus
Don't
farm.
you guys have a book signing coming up?
Oh
my gosh!
Wednesday night or Thursday?
You read ahead.
Wednesday night at Scott Colburn's Western Wear in Livonia. Even
6:30 to 8.
Yeah, if you're urban, suburban, or even if you're a whatever kind of cowboy, you should go there.
Will you be serving muskrat?
Yeah, no, but I'll be riding off into the sunset, darling, when we're all done with my 10-gallon hat.
Wow, that's interesting. Have you ever had animals on your show and had any experience?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we did. Oh my gosh! Well, we went to my sister's place out in Ann Arbor. It's called the Creature Conservancy. It's a place in Ann Arbor where you should take, if you have kids and you want them to have a really cool up close and personal experience with all kinds of exotic animals.
That's a lady that told us that red squirrels eat the other squirrels' balls.
No, that's
what?
Jill.
This is a family show. Is there a 7-second delay?
The one who said something inappropriate?
I said you couldn't swear.
Balls is not swearing?
No.
I'm not part of
new.
I'm not.
Let's try using that on PBS and see how much we get yelled at.
I'm drinking.
No, that was Jill up in Traverse City. his sisters doesn't know about ball eating.
Okay.
So tell me, Sock Monkey, how are you today?
So just for the record, there's a red squirrel, and it's a carnivore, and when it doesn't find protein, it just goes after all the other squirrels.
Yeah, it doesn't play nice in the sandbox.
Yeah, I learned that from UTR.
We hung out with bears at Oswald's Bear Ranch.
Right.
I've been
Super
there.
cool.
I love.
Tom fed them Fruit Loops.
Yes, and then there's that giant Olympics for dogs up in Frankenmuth. It's
yes.
called Dog Bowl, which is incredible. Here's a town where there's like 10,000 dogs, all nobody's biting or barking at each other. They're all cohabitating beautifully.
It's like in Europe.
Yeah, yes.
Very
yes.
well
Only they
behaved
speak.
dogs.
These dogs bark in English.
Yeah. Well, our dogs here aren't that well behaved. I don't
No.
think.
No, but
I
anyway.
think it's the owners that are not well.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't
yeah,
go
yeah.
wrong with animal shows.
true.
We've done all kinds of animal. We've done what was the not koala the
Alligators.
We went to an alligator farm
In Michigan.
Sanctuary in
sanctuary
Michigan.
in Michigan.
Where?
Somewhere down here.
It was our Route 66 show.
Yep.
Yeah, our Route 66 show. It's really
M66.
M66, but
We take poetic license.
yeah, Route 66 sounds so much cooler.
We
So-
got a chance to rent a convertible Corvette. We're going to take it
Right.
Do you ever want to move? Like you think I could live here?
every time.
Do you?
We always say
Jim
that.
says yes.
Wait, move
love
where?
this
In Michigan.
Oh,
Remember
yes.
Ryan, you always say, I could live here?
Oh yeah, Grand Rapids. I love that town. I could live there. And the UP. Some of my favorite shows are UP Adventures because you go up there and people just think everybody's up there whittling and shooting stuff, and it's not. It couldn't be. There's a great food scene up there, art scene up there. The culture up there is awesome.
I have a niece that lives up there, and she morel mushroom hunts,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, and I said, where do you
Yum.
get them? And she goes, morel
My
hunter.
yard.
Never
Never.
tells.
Oh, that's
ever.
true.
She dehydrates them and sells them to restaurants in New York City.
Now, do you like morels?
Yes.
Like better than a button mushroom?
I like any kind of mushroom.
See, I just can't tell the difference. And I've had them both, and I'm a big foodie.
This is so interesting.
Well, I don't
Well,
like.
we can't be the only ones answering questions.
I don't eat them often because they're like really expensive.
Right. Well, when you find them in your sister's yard.
I have never
Not your
found
sister.
one.
Who
I
was
think
it?
I had one a
Niece.
long time ago.
Yeah.
But I should hit my cousin up.
Cousin.
Their
yes.
textures
Or
are
Venison.
different. Mushroom textures.
You're gonna
are
hit up your
different.
cousin for some shrooms. All
Some
right.
shrooms, I know, right? But I think Michigan's a lucky state to have the UP because
Oh, totally.
I
It's
love
like I
UP.
call it our own out west because you go up there. If you go to the western UP, there's waterfalls and rivers and rapids like you'd see in Colorado. It's just amazing.
Have you done a waterfall tour show?
Not a waterfall tour, but we have featured some very nice waterfalls on our show.
Name
Uh-huh.
some.
Okay, there's the Cppwtts.
Right?
Niagara's not in
We've all
Michigan.
been there.
No. Larry's waterfall. Remember Larry?
Akiak.
The Akiak is the
Those are
largest
super-
waterfall in the Lower Peninsula.
He goes, you just need a little shove down the hill and you
I
take
know
over.
it is
Yeah.
the largest. It's about this big, but it's really
It's super
nice.
cool.
Do you guys
That's
ever
up by Roger City.
Do you ever do shows like on the water where you're not in a city?
Oh, like in a boat?
Yeah.
Or an
We've
island.
talked about it. We have not.
Or like with some socks in a box.
Like green eggs and ham.
What if meet some bring your little muskrat friends?
No, we've done
Yeah.
like beach towns and stuff like that.
Well, we've gone to Beaver Island and
Yes, we did. We did an island episode. We've been to a lot of islands.
Yeah.
So we went. Beaver Island's very cool.
But if you did a lake, you could be like, we're not in any town.
Good point.
We need a boat. You have a boat?
I have 2 kayaks.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
a good
we
tip
got
for you on
kayaks.
Beaver Island. If you take the boat out, it's 2.5, 3 hours on the boat. If you take the airplane, it's 9 minutes and it's only 40. It's only $40 more.
Really?
It's 9 minutes, and the views from the airplane is spectacular because the lakes are so clean now, and there's an archipelago of islands there right by Beaver Island, and it's like you're looking at the Bahamas. It's beautiful.
Well, Jim and Tom
What?
from Under the Radar, Michigan.
time?
We are out of time.
What?
And
Oh,
it's been a
come
lot of
on.
fun. And
But we didn't get a chance to sing the Chatty Patty Paula Wall
Well,
Talk
we'll
Talk
hear
Show
it
song.
again.
If you know the words, we'll pay you.
Thanks for watching another episode of the Chatty Patty.
Thanks, everyone.
Hello,
Don't
Talk
forget
Talk
to-
Show!
Hello. It's the Chatty Patty Paulas Talk Show. Hello. It's the Chatty Patty Paulas Talk
We
Show.
will talk about the things that mean so much to you, like going to a restaurant or hanging at the zoo, clothes and sports and funny news, crafts and travel too. Nothing ever scripted, so expect the unexpected.
Hello. Aloha. It's the Jenny Penny Paulas Talk Show. It's the Jenny Penny Paulas